Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, well, hopefully little Duval is okay. He posted himself on a stretcher, and he said, somebody hit me in a car while I was on my four-wheeler. Now my leg broke, and I got to get flown over to Nassau and have surgery. So hopefully everything is okay with him.
Prayers up for my guy, man. He FaceTimed me yesterday from the hospital when he was high off morphine. Let's just say Lil Duval is forever the comedian.
And that's the scariest part when you're on vacation and you do those excursions, that you hope that, if something does happen, that, whatever hospital that's close by can help you out. Because he had to fly over to another...
To Nassau.
Yeah, another island, so...
We were on vacation once in Jamaica, and my friend, the four-wheeler flipped over on her arm, and we had to go to the hospital in Kingston. And we spent like 8 hours in the hospital that day.
Yeah, my cousin, the same thing. He a four-wheeler fell on him, and I think he broke his leg, and it was hard to get attention and get help. So
yeah, I think Duval broke his leg too. I think
they had to get a bunch of people to lift the four-wheeler up off of her.
Wow,
she was screaming.
Wow. I'm sending healing energy to my brother, little Duval. Salute to my man Clay, man, and I'm just glad that my guy's still here with us.
Absolutely.
All right, now Chris Rock did an interview with Kevin Hart for his Peacock TV series, Heart to Heart, and he spoke a lot of things. One of the things that he talked about was people saying his comedy mainly appeals to white people.
When it was time to do my next special, I'm like, oh, you think only white people like me? Okay, well, I'm going to the Apollo, and there ain't gonna be no white people nowhere, and I'm gonna call the special biggest. This is the blackest special you will ever see. I have fought battles. I have told to shut up in comedy clubs.
It's the success of the comedian that has found a way to cross over and appeal to all. People remove the word universal and they just throw in the word white.
I never thought that when I came to Chris Rock's comedy.
I never thought that. I'm sitting there thinking, well, I must be white because Chris Rock's comedy has been appealing to me for damn near 30 years.
It's been black.
I love all his stand-up specials.
Yeah.
Everybody Hates Chris is one of my favorite sitcoms ever, so I must be transracial because I'm black, but I highly enjoy Chris's comedy, so I guess that means I identify as white.
I used to love when Chris Rock had his Chris Rock show on HBO,
what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Like, people say that, and I'm always confused because Chris Rock has been so black in the mainstream for so long. I'm talking about blackity black.
I mean,
but Kevin Hart said
Kevin
Hart said people said similar things about him, and they talked about a lot of other comedians that were quote unquote mainstream, like Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, and Martin Lawrence. And another thing that they discussed.
I've never seen it with none of those.
All of those brothers are blackity black.
I mean, I guess they know what people say about them. So
who are these people? We are the people.
Yeah, we the people.
If
we the
they're
consumers.
saying that they heard it, I'm sure they heard it.
I don't know where they're hearing that from because Chris Rock. First of all, you can't be called a white, say that your comedy appeals to white people when you use crack as much as Chris Rock used to use crack.
That's what I was saying. The only one that I was a little late on Dave Chappelle.
Dave early on appealed to a lot of white people. That's the only one.
Yeah, but
I think the movie Half Baked was part of the reason for that.
Half Baked, yeah, because Killing Me Softly was a great stand-up special, but even then he had a large white fan base. To me, it wasn't until he put out the Chappelle show where black people started gravitating towards Chappelle.
Yeah, but everybody else there was
blackity black from the beginning.
Chris Rock was pokey. Like
play my favorite Chris Rock drop, Eddie, one time. Come on, you know what I want to hear, just in case y'all thought he wasn't black.
Okay. All right, well, he's getting that ready. Let's talk about what else happened in this interview. So he also talked about, Kevin Hart talked about the best advice that Chris Rock ever gave him.
They hit it. Crack! Cracker ass, cracker!
One of the best pieces of advice that I've ever gotten was from you in regards to comedy. It was, hey, don't be local. Go be funny for everybody. And when I think about what that meant, and I think about you in your prime and even in now, well, you define funny differently because you stay true to yourself. You never shy away from what you feel, but you made everybody grasp what it was that you were trying to say. It was never a barrier of language of what does he mean?
All right. Well, that is your Rumor Report. You can watch that whole interview again. Like we said, that's Heart to Heart on Peacock.
I just want y'all to know that Chris Rock is back saying my favorite word, too.
And the special?
That's all I'm going to say. Chris Rock is back saying my...
Hey, Eddie! Cracker ass, cracker!
I didn't know he stopped.
No, he did for a while. Because he even stopped doing the N-word versus black people joke for a while. But he wasn't saying that like that.
What word? Cracker ass, cracker!
Yeah, but... Yeah, you're going to hear it a few times in his new material.
That's dope. So he just says it completely like, cracker ass, cracker.
Well, I mean, not exactly in that context, but he says it a few times.
Cracker ass, cracker. All right, Eddie.
You should go see it. You should go see it.
Damn.
Ego Death. Ego Death tours. He's out. I think he's out for the rest of the year. He's out. He's on the roll.
All right. Well, shout out to Chris Rock and Kevin Hart, man. And Dave Chappelle.
That's right.
All right. Now, front page news, what we talking about?
Well, let's talk about Instagram. There's a whole thing going around, a petition. They want to bring back the old Instagram again.
And Instagram sucks right now. We'll talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.